I'm an 89-year-old coddler, so to speak, but I have discovered and made sure I did discover what my purpose should be. And eventually, little bit by little bit, it began to unfold like a flower. I did not decide what I want to be in life. All I wanted was the meaning of life. Why am I here? What is this awareness I have? Do the animals have the same awareness as us? No, it doesn't. There's something magical in that awareness. Everlasting life is what it means, and we must not trample on it. Now, let me say this, and I want to finish my bragging, which I haven't started yet. When I was a young boy, and we're all young boys and girls, when I was 15 or 16, the war was, Second World War was on. And we lived in a apartment that nobody wanted because there's barbed wires and landmines everywhere. But so we could afford that. And my father died. I loved my father. And there was something about my world. It had a sort of like an invisible canopy over it, which let me be myself, to unfold like a flower, which I can now talk about it then, but I couldn't say the same things about what was going on with me in my head and my world. I didn't know I was different. Different from other people. And it took me a while to realize this was something making me different that was missing in other people. So to cut a long story short, my father died, my uncle took me in, and I became a diamond cutter. I'm an expert on it, and I represented De Beers and all places like in South Africa. I was in South Africa, made a living there, cutting diamonds. That's the long and the short of it. But I wanted to be a scientist. I wanted to be a doctor. But how could I be a scientist and a doctor if my father's dead and I don't have enough money? But that didn't bother me any. That was just a thought. And I'm not frustrated when I have thoughts, because thoughts are not always real, are they? And the desires are not always desirable. And so what lies ahead is what is important here. And I'm sharing it with you if you don't mind. Because to brag, I have, against the media that's sort of destroyed my ability over 50 years to reach as many people as I can, especially the veterans, I discovered a way how to cure, a self-cure of post-traumatic stress disorder and the 150 different disorders that lead up to it, plus 95% of all the diseases and sicknesses on the earth, including love and hate and relationships and marriage. In other words, I discovered by myself, without anybody teaching me anything,